Good morning, CHS. These are your student announcements for
Friday, March 10th, 2023. I'm Banks Steele.
And I'm Banks Deal. The lunch menu for today is honey sriracha chicken smackers with roll or bacon Swiss burgers served with waffle fries, mixed fruit, and
Chocolate chip cookie. I love a nice chocolate chip cookie. Happy birthday to
Marvin Motley, Christian Powell, Nolan Shack, and Leighton Tiley.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Lead in Haunted School.
So it was after school one day, and I had to come into the science lab chemical closet to get some supplies. I walked into this room alone, turned my back to unlock the door, and I felt a presence, a male presence standing behind me. And I left the room, never to return again until today. It was right here.
So one day I was in my room here working on some work on the computer. It was pretty quiet, probably during a lunch hour. Thought I heard some noises, some kids next door in Mrs. Halligan's room. And the voice, it was like a crying, and was wondering what was going on in her room. So I got up and walked over there, and her door was shut, and I knocked and went in, and there was nobody in there but her. We went back and forth between our rooms that day,
right,
and we could hear the crying, moaning.
Mm-hmm. And the first time it was like a singing, crying, hollering noise, and then the second time I remember it was like talking. And because we were looking out the window to see if there was anybody outside the window.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, and there wasn't anybody out there. Yeah. And there was nobody, obviously, on the roof. Otherwise, we'd have heard people walking around.
These encounters come from the diary of Mrs. Conger. During my prep, I left my room, closed and locked the door. I came back a few minutes later, and my plant that is normally on the file cabinet in front of the window was out of the pot, standing upright on the floor. During the middle of a final exam 2 years ago, the small cork board hanging on the wall slowly tilted forward off the wall and landed on a student. That was creepy. A year ago this past fall, I was in my room early in the morning before school, and I was standing in front of my computer logging in, and I saw out of the corner of my eye, behind my left shoulder, someone looking over my shoulder.
So I'd always heard stories about the school being haunted, but I never believed it. Until one day I walked in the morning, and my room was dark. But one of the switches was on, so when I walked in, my lights came on in the room. But before they came on, I looked over to my back room, and the door was cracked, and the light was on in here. And notice the light only comes on when someone's in here.
Tribe Peer-to-Peer will meet during both lunches on Tuesday, March 14th.
You heard him.
All students who are taking dual enrollment classes next year, please start looking at the Delta College class choices in the 100 and 200 levels on the Delta website.
Registration opens on Friday, March 17th.
Mrs. Volk will be available after school each day on March 20th through the 23rd to help with registering for your Delta classes from 3 to 4 p.m.
If you have any questions, please stop in and see her.
Yeah.
Attention all gamers!
Chesaning Esports is hosting a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament this Saturday, March 11th from 1 to 5 p.m. here at Chesaning High School for all CHS students.
Entry fee is $5 for competitors, and the top 3 finishers will receive prizes.
All equipment will be provided, but feel free to bring your own controllers.
For additional information and to register, visit our esports website. Everyone is welcome.
See you Saturday. Attention spring athletes. Practices officially begin next week on Monday, March 13th.
Practice time and location for each sport have been emailed to you.
Don't forget you need a tryout card to attend practice on Monday.
If you have any questions once you read the email, please see Mrs. James in the office.
Don't forget your tryout card. Mrs. Berkmeyer is organizing an SAT practice session.
It will be held Saturday, March 18th from 8 a.m. till noon.
Please check your email for a link to register or talk to Ms. Berkmeyer for more information.
Do it.
Practice.
NHS is selling Little Caesars pizza kits this month.
All kits will be delivered the week after spring break. Be a lifesaver. Donate blood for this year's Chesaning High School Spring Blood Drive on Tuesday, March 21st and Wednesday, March 22nd during school hours in the High School Media Center.
Donors must be at least 16 years old, weigh 110 pounds, and have a valid picture ID.
Sign-up sheets are located outside of Mrs. Pierce's door, room 403, or find an NHS member to fill out a recruitment form.
Take a little of your time to give someone the gift of life.
What he said. Goodbye, CHS.
Have a great day.